Hi, I'm Ben, Ben's Machine Shop. This tape is about, I showed it in part 2 when I was doing the lathe paint job, but I want to go into it in a bit more detail and show a lot of the things that I have made for the lathe. I have the lathe best part of 40 years nearly, well over 30, and it was as I got it when I started to do the paint job a couple of weeks back, and I have the paint job done as I showed in part 2, but as I say, I want to show a few things for the lathe that I have made, etc. And this is it. Now to start with, listen to that rain. It is heavy. Now this is the paint job on my lathe. I painted it by hand. I have a spray gun, but I did it by hand. Now, this is washable, permanently on, but it is washable. I'm still on the lookout for a guard. I was on to Harrison to see if maybe they had one in their stores, but sadly not. But I keep looking, but I will use this until such times as maybe I can come across one. A mate thought he knew where there was one, but it was away. I've made a new cover, which means I have two now. The other one can stay permanent. I hope some of you approve of the paint job. I had a few emails. Someone wanted me to paint it green, someone blue, someone red, but originally it was grey, maybe a little bit darker. Now this is a tape on all the oils, what can be used. It's a very old machine. This is the tools that I have on it. I painted all the shelves, painted them red. They were red, so I just painted them the original colour. These are all parts that I have made over the years for different jobs, and equal parts for other jobs. And this, now this is the 10-inch 4-jaw chuck, 9-inch, and a 5-inch, but I keep this as a female permanent because I have a 6-inch male. Base plates, these are, now this is a tool for using my on the lathe. You This is the tie bar for the collets. Each collet screws into it, draws them home. Now I have these for the collets to go into. And they're screwed in. I have others for drills, other pieces, Morse 4, 2 Morse 4, 1 for drills, etc. Morse 2, and the stay bar. This goes into the back of the lathe and tightens up and tightens the collet, whatever collet you want to use. Now I made these 4 adapters, one for my collets, they fit, and one for other drills, etc. Now I painted my shelves, they were red, so I kept them red. And I have quite a lot of stuff. These is jobs, previous jobs I was doing over the years. I didn't make this, I just modified it. It was entirely different, but I modified it to suit me. These are different jobs I done for the hold dies, etc. This is a tailstock, the Morse 2 tailstock that I had to adapt. I done a fixed steady. I had one of these, only it was larger. I cut out the middle, etc. and made a fixed steady. That's it there. I think the paint job turned out, well, it turned out to please me. I was showing these are the holders for different tool jobs on the lathe. Now, my cutting tools are my tool holders. Now this was a holder I made, a boring bar and a tool holder. And I made these holders for I got a lot of these given to me. I have 1 or 2 tapes on showing them and different holders. That's one tool holder. Now this is my lantern tool post that I made, or American tool post, whatever you wish to call it, and different holders for raising the tools up or down. Handy little tool at times, very handy. Another 4-way tool post I made. Now this is a smaller one that I made. Comes in handy at times. I have my good tool post that I made is still on the lathe. It's a 4-way, but as I was saying, I had to mill down here for to suit these large tools that I got and given to me. Quite a few. Now, some of my clock holders. Large magnet, very strong magnets on the bottom. Taller one. Very powerful magnets. Nice little clocks. Now, scribers that I put together. I was thinking of maybe putting a magnet on here, but maybe not. Taller one. I have a few of these, a couple that I have bought at flea markets, etc. But this is one I made, brass base. Now here is another tool that I made. This is a heavy tool. This is my rise and fall table. Swiveling to give me angles. Vise. I made this little vise. I also made this one for it too. This rise and fall for to suit my collets. Does a nice job. It's not the mold, but it's most of my tools that I made for my lathe. Now I store my scrap boxes, and here they're out of the road. As I say, I am looking for a cover still. Now, Harrison. It's 11 inch, but no 11 yet. All this screw cutting threads system. It turned out to please me so far. It is, but Harrison is a noisy lathe. But don't forget, it's 1962. Look at this. Look at that. For almost 70 years of age. Oh, sorry. From 1962. 2 thou of a wear. 1.5 to 2 thou. Look at that. Sure, I couldn't fall out with that. Look at that. and it's been on the same floor, hasn't moved since I put it in almost, well, 35 years ago. I couldn't fall out with that little lathe. It's a Harrison L5A 2-room lathe. Nice one. Please leave any comments, anyone that looks, I hope someone has found it of interest. Hi, well now, that is my lathe after paint job, after she's nearly about 60 years old. I've done 5 years in a classroom or thereabouts, 6, 7, and I have it the best part of 40, about 35, and there's too thorough of a wear in my ways, so you can't complain at that. I can't anyway. I like it. It does me a good job. Now this is Ben's Machine Shop. I'm Ben. Thanks for watching. I hope some of you have found it of interest. Thanks again. Go to Benny Marner or Ben's Machine Shop. Thanks for watching.